I started playing when I was 3. My dad ran the youth hockey program there, preschool, and yeah, I was about 3 years old when I started getting on the ice.
And for the first little while, Mark did not want to skate. And he would lie there and just not move. And then one day, he decided he wanted to skate. And he took off like a rocket. He really didn't know at that time what the game was essentially all about, but his skating skills were tremendous, and he was very good from day one.
When I was about 11 or 12 years old, the scouts, the agents started coming, and really opened my eyes to realize that this could be something I do for a living. But personally, it wasn't like I chose. It was just what I was going to do. It was part of who I was. I remember moving away from home. I got to St. Mike's, I was still 15. I get out in my first exhibition game and get in a fight, break my hand. So the next week, not only am I 15 years old, living away from home, I'm going to a new school, I'm starting my OHL career 2 months off with a broken hand. You know, it was tough. It was a really hard time, but I just didn't think about it too much, and I just got back to the basics. Work hard, enjoy the game, do what I do best. And I got off to a pretty good career in junior hockey. Playing on Team Canada for the World Juniors was an amazing experience. Being on the world stage in that tournament was awesome, playing against the competition, but for me it was special because of the support you got from the fans. And there's nothing like it. Definitely an amazing experience in my career. Yeah, I expected to go first round, mid-first round probably, and yeah, it was hard for me. Am I proud of myself now as a 33-year-old man? Yeah, but no, a lot of my career it didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. But I love who I am because of it. And what I do mostly is because of the struggles I've been through. The most defining point of my career was my second year in Atlanta and how I did that. So I went to Russia after I spent a year in Atlanta. And about halfway through that season, and I was having a great year, I knew something was missing. And I wanted to go back to the NHL. I could have had a multi-year deal in Russia. I was engaged, wanted to have a family. It would have been a smart decision from that perspective, but I was missing something. I still wanted to play in the NHL. So I turned down all those offers, and I went on a tryout back in Atlanta, and I made it. And it was something that I was so proud of. I remember I was in the movie theater with Tracy, my wife, and they called. I just remember bawling my eyes out. It was like, it was something I was proud of.
The moment he got that phone call, that was a really, really special moment. And it was just such a relief. I could just see, you know, a huge weight had just been lifted off his shoulders.
The most rewarding part of my career, honestly, probably the platform I have with kids. After about my 3rd year, I was missing something. And playing hockey just wasn't enough for me. So my wife said, why don't you start a hockey camp? I did it up in Midland, Ontario. Had about 20 kids, and I left that week feeling so fulfilled and good about myself. Everyone thinks the kids get something from me, which they do, but they don't realize how much I get from them. My approach is different because, number one, I do it all. There aren't too many instructors out there with my experience and my passion for it, and I bring it. I don't want to have other kids teaching my students. I want to be there, and that's what I love doing. The way I interact with the kids, and I challenge them, and the way I have fun out there is definitely a reflection of how my father was with me. I love serving and helping people. And if hockey's my platform to do that, that's what I'm going to do.